the cameras flashed, the crowd froze, and just like that, Hollywood had a completely new obsession.
But this wasn't, a 20-something TikTok star.
No, definitely not. This was a 75-year-old legend sitting in a bathtub, holding a martini, and completely breaking the internet.
Welcome to Starscope Report. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today, we are unpacking that exact viral moment. Because on July 24th, 2026, Lynda Carter celebrated her 75th birthday, and she managed to completely captivate the public all over again.
They really did.
Yeah, so our mission for this deep dive is to explore that viral moment, uncover the really intense regimen behind her looks, and reveal the shocking personal struggles behind the superhero cape.
Right, because imagine you're just casually scrolling through your Instagram feed, and suddenly there's this headline. Lynda Carter goes viral at 75 with ageless new look.
Right, but it's not some heavily photoshopped, rigid red carpet photo. Exactly, it's so casual. She is in a bathtub, sporting this really elegant brunette updo. She's got a martini by her side, a cozy gray robe nearby, and just this huge, radiant smile.
It's a great shot. And for context, she's actually on the set of Super Troopers 3, which is hitting theaters on August 7th.
Yeah, she's reprising her role as Governor Jessman, right? From the 2001 original and the 2018 sequel.
Yep, exactly. And right beside her in the photo is the director, Jay Chandrasekhar. And then occupying another tub just out of frame is Succession star Brian Cox.
Which is just cinematic comedy at its absolute finest. But the comment section is what really got me. I mean, it was an absolute frenzy.
Oh, people were losing their minds.
Totally. Fans were doing double takes, leaving comments like, my God, is she getting younger? It's like they were comparing her to a timeless Wonder Woman still.
Well, I mean, you have to look at it analytically. It is incredibly rare for an actor to maintain such, cultural relevance and physical vitality a full 50 years after their defining role began in 1975.
It really is. But I love that she doesn't take herself too seriously. Like, her caption on the post was hilarious. She was teasing the movie's final scene, writing, "I'm naked in a bathtub. Oh no, you promised not to show that."
It's a brilliant way to handle the attention. She's very self-aware.
She is.
Yeah.
But wait till you hear what came next, because the secret to her ageless look isn't what you think. It involves raw eggs, zero fat clothes, and a surprisingly brutal diet. We'll unpack that in a second.
And hey, if you're loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
Okay, so let's get into this ageless formula, because the public's obsession with that bathtub photo immediately led to questions about her routine.
Right, and normally Hollywood hides these secrets behind vague PR statements about, like, drinking lots of water and getting enough sleep.
Oh, totally. I just moisturize, yeah.
Exactly. But Lynda is completely transparent about the work it takes. And it starts with a very strict anti-inflammation diet. She completely avoids starchy carbs, gluten, and dairy.
Which sounds exhausting, honestly.
It is, but the science behind it is fascinating. When you consume starchy carbs, especially cooked at high heat, they cause insulin spikes and create advanced glycation end products.
Wait, advanced what?
Advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Basically, they accelerate aging by causing systemic inflammation. And then you add gluten, which can irritate the gut, and the casein in dairy, which also triggers inflammation.
So she's essentially like putting out a slow-burning fire inside her body.
That's a perfect analogy, yeah. She replaces all of that with lean proteins like chicken and grass-fed meat, lots of veggies, fruits, and she drinks ginger for joint health and circulation.
Oh, wow, ginger. That makes sense. And her fitness routine is just as intense. She does daily Peloton sessions, jumping rope, weightlifting, yoga, skiing.
Don't forget rowing on the Potomac River.
Yes, rowing on the river. But, okay, here's the part that is just completely wild to me. The egg thing.
The Sunday morning hack.
Yes. So she has this bizarre Sunday morning skincare hack where while she's cooking breakfast, she cracks an extra egg and rubs the raw egg whites directly on her face to tighten blemishes.
It's an old school remedy for sure.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the salmonella risk, but does that actually work?
Well, egg whites do have temporary astringent properties, so as they dry, they tighten the skin and temporarily shrink pores. It's not permanent, but it works in a pinch.
Okay, fair enough. But here's the other thing she does, and I really want your take on this. She refuses to keep what she calls fat clothes.
Right, her closet rule.
Yeah, like if her jeans don't fit, she doesn't go buy bigger ones. She forces herself to get back into shape to fit into them. Is throwing away your fat clothes the ultimate psychological life hack, or is it just terrifying?
I mean, it's a very intense commitment device. By keeping the body moving and reducing oxidative stress through diet, she's finding the real fountain of youth. The closet rule just prevents lifestyle creep.
It's just so ruthless. But the thing is, she's still so relatable. Despite all this intense discipline, she freely admits she's a chocolate fiend who gives in to cravings.
Yeah, she embraces gravity, as she puts it.
Exactly. She bluntly credits her glam team for her red carpet looks, saying it's just the result of spending time in a chair with really good people. He even proudly admits she's still a Maybelline girl, which is a fun nod to her 1977 modeling contract.
It's a great mix of discipline and honesty. But, it's easy to look at her now and see a flawless, ageless superhero. That's not even the wildest part.
Oh, definitely not.
Later in the episode, we'll talk about the shocking twist nobody saw coming, the secret battles, the $25 bank account, and a highly publicized trial that nearly broke her.
Let's take it back in time a bit, because long before that viral bathtub photo, or even the 2025 Paley Honors Gala that celebrated her 50th Wonder Woman anniversary, she had a really rough start.
She really did. She was just a teen singing in a pizza parlor, eventually touring Nevada casino lounges with bands like The Relatives.
And she was so young, she had to enter the casinos through the kitchen doors because she was underage.
Right, which is just a grueling way to start in the industry. And despite winning Miss World USA in 1972, she faced massive financial ruin.
Yeah, this part blew my mind. By the time she auditioned for Wonder Woman in 1975, she was down to her last $25.
Just $25.
Imagine that. She was literally ready to quit Hollywood entirely. But then she gets the role, becomes an icon, and you'd think all her problems are solved, right?
But they weren't. The pressure just shifted.
Exactly. She had this deeply secret battle with alcoholism that began in her mid-20s.
Right at the height of her fame.
Yeah, but she confronted it head-on, entered rehab, and she's now been sober for over 27 years.
Which is an incredible triumph. But then there were the deeply public struggles involving her husband.
Right. Her 37-year marriage to Robert Altman.
Yes. So in 1993, he was involved in a highly publicized bank fraud trial.
The BCCI trial, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was a massive media circus. But Lynda stood fiercely by his side through the entire thing. And when he was ultimately acquitted, she famously stood on the courthouse steps and shouted, "Not guilty," right at the press.
I can just picture that, the sheer resilience. And tragically, she lost him in 2021 to myelofibrosis, which is a rare form of leukemia.
It was a devastating loss. And while we're discussing her public life, it's important to touch on her activism. And as your guides, we must explicitly state to the listener, we are simply reporting the facts from the sources without taking any political sides.
Yes, exactly. We're just laying out her history.
Right. So historically, she has endorsed politicians like Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris. She is also a staunch advocate for LGBTQ+ rights and Susan G. Komen.
She really uses her platform. And she channeled all that grief from losing her husband into her art. In 2024, she released this heartbreaking song called Letters from Earth.
It's a very raw, vulnerable track.
It really is. But then she followed it up that same year with a super upbeat track called Pink Slip Lollipop. And she's still acting, like her cameo as Asteria in Wonder Woman 1984.
When you look at her whole life, it really mirrors the core of her famous character. It's all about resilience.
And just being so grounded. I always think about that viral moment in 2022 when she casually ditched her shoes on a red carpet.
Oh, I remember that.
Right, just left them there because her feet hurt. It's that kind of authenticity that makes her so magnetic. And hey, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next in our future deep dives.
Exactly. And, looking back at the origins of Wonder Woman, William Moulton Marston created the character in 1941 to be a hero who ruled not with fists, but with love, intellect, and vulnerability.
That's such a beautiful concept.
It is. And looking at Lynda Carter today, whether she's burying her soul in a song about her late husband, kicking off her shoes on a red carpet, or laughing at herself in a bathtub at 75.
Martini in hand, of course.
Naturally. Doesn't it make you wonder? Isn't her willingness to be entirely, unapologetically human her greatest superpower of all?
Wow, that really is the perfect way to look at it. You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.